Hi. Hey guys. Yeah. Uh I got sunburnt. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm Quispy. How are you guys doing, by the way? Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's fine. I rub some aloe vera on me. I'll be alright. For the most part. Yeah. Good to see you, Fluffy, Flair, Ava. It's nice seeing you guys in here. Ah, snap. I forgot to put it in the stream elements thing. Hold on, Flair. Hold on, Flair. Yes, I did well, no, I didn't forget the sunscreen. It's just that the sunscreen that I got was Garbo. Because it was like the spray-on sunscreen. And like, even though it was SPF 50, it was like garbage. Which is also why you're not seeing me with my animated hands today. Oh my god. I can already feel that. Cold aloe gel. My gosh. Yeah, no. Yeah. But yeah, I'm you're not seeing my hands very animated right now because I've got I don't have the thing activated. I don't have the motion controller. Excuse me. I'm streaming as well right now, which is why I'll be a bit more quiet on the quiet side for today's stream. Oh, you're streaming as well? Oh, neat. It's the worst type of sunscreen. Yeah, I know. But it was what I had. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for myself, because, oh boy, wearing a shirt while sunburned? Not good. Not good. Not good. Very uncomfortable. But if I take the shirt off, then the cool air from the fan is just gonna make, like, it's gonna make me shiver. And when I shiver, like, I get the goosebumps, and that just makes it worse. So, I'm just picking the lesser of two evils. It's very uncomfortable right now. But it was my own fault. But I did have a good time. Wanna know why? Because I went to go, I went out with my GF. I went out with my GF and we had fun at the pool. And it was awesome. But yeah. It was a good time. Yes, I do. I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend now. I won't tell you her name, because that's confidential. But like, yeah, I cannot give away any details. But she is part dragon. Nah. If I get 35k in Neshi's channel, I get an entrance text about 34.7. I don't know. I don't know what I want my entrance text to say. Yeah, no, I'm fixing that flare. Just give me a sec. I gotta get the restream back up. Because I forgot to do that before I started the stream. That was my bad. That was my B. Excuse me. So uncomfortable right now with the sunburn. Yeah, I got you, Flare. There we go. Should be fine now. But yeah, I went out with my GF. I went out with my girlfriend and we had fun at the pool today. Well, yesterday. It was very hot. It started raining a little bit though, but you know, clouds don't really do anything to stop you from getting sunburnt. Fun fact. Excuse me. Maybe welcome Ava, world-renowned author and collector of dragons. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. That's a good one. Maybe, the textures are a bit messed up. Darn it. Yeah, it's fine though. Get burned, horrible Pokemon trick. Yeah, I got burned all right. I got burned for sure. I'm a crispy quitter. Excuse me. That's a joke I kept making with my girlfriend. Like, I'm a crispy quitter. I'm all crispy from the sun. I got baked. I got baked like a baked bean. But yeah, we had a fun time. And I was happy I got to go. Yeah, I got a girlfriend. She's my girlfriend. I can't tell you her name. That's confidential. But yeah. Are you edible is the question since you're crispy? I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny. Hey Xira, welcome in. How's it going? I was just telling people how I got to hang out with my girlfriend today. Dragon girlfriend with the fox boy. Did I make up a name? No. No. Confidential. You're not allowed to know. It's on a need to know basis, and you don't need to know. But yeah, I had a fun time today. It was awesome. Despite the fact that I got sunburnt, the fact that I got roasted like meat on a spittle, I had a great time. Is the fox police? Give us your files, Mr. Crispy. No! I will never give you my files. You'll have to take them from my cold, dead body. My crispy body. You'll have to take it from my cold, crispy corpse. Speaking of, it's time to get into the game, shall we? Today's game... Excuse me. Today's game of the day is Slay the Princess. Which, I'm super excited about. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and dig into it, shall we? Now, fair warning again, in case you're watching this and just not paying attention, this is a very graphic game, and it's gonna be, a lot. Content warning, this is a horror game and not intended for all audiences. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. That would be nice, actually. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, you have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Is it? Are you sure? Let's make this full screen, shall we? Blinking CTC. Quick menu. Sure. Don't know what that means. Auto advance? No. We do not auto advance here. Flickering images, parallax effect, boil effect. Boil? Boil effect? Okay. Yeah, it's all hand-drawn from what I've seen, and it looks very good. A lot of good shading right here. Yeah. Jeez, alright. Also, for those of you watching on YouTube, and you haven't looked down in the description yet, there's a big warning sign. Number one. Number two, Xira helped me with the thumbnail for this, and it looks pretty good. I like it. It means you can choose. It means you can choose to be burnt or not. Oh yeah. Well, I would like to. I would like to be red like a lobster. No, we'll be fine. We'll see what it is, and then see where that takes us. So, once again, before we start, this game is going to contain graphic violence and also very traumatic experiences. So, if you're not into that, please do not watch. Or if you want to listen, then at your own risk. Alright, let's jump in. New game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, quite the setup.
You're here to slay her.
Huh?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh. Bummer. Explore the end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Ooh.
You have to put an end to her.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got distracted because of the... I'm guessing this is the parallax effect they're talking about. Yeah, this is the parallax effect. Gotcha. Oh, that's very cool. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
But I have questions, though. I would like some specifics as to why killing her would, like, dispel the end of the world. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be...
Oh, whoops. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I'm gonna play a game, but just know I'm still watching. Ooh, what kind of game you playing there, Flair?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Oh, she's locked up because she's dangerous, not dangerous because she's locked up. Right.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay, yeah, sure. Hit me with it.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Wow, what a terrible egg. Could have made an omelet with that.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Yes, I mean, she's harmless. Yeah, as long as she doesn't get out, then she's fine, so whatever. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Ouch. But I guess fair? Like, what? So many figures of speech. Yeah, right? Either a Pokemon game or Wildcraft. Ooh, that sounds fun. Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why not? You're the narrator. Can't you narrate the story so that you do it?
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
What would you if you did? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. Get this, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Why? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Yeah, just let it burn. You know that Alfred quote? Some men just want to watch the world burn. Maybe I do. But what if the seamstress is a terrible person? This game could be wild. Right? But you're the narrator. You could just change the story, dimwit. Yeah, he could. Just go off script. Who cares?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe some people do.
Yeah.
Nihilists, or very, very evil people. Surely you're not one of those, right?
No, but I could be. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Like, do I get a PS5 out of it? Do I get a PS6 out of this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Always the carrot and the stick. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
A PS7. Here we go. Yeah, I'll take the middle of the road path here. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. If she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
Oh.
And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
No, you get food? Oh. What if I don't like surprises and I just leave?
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Thank you, Ava, for banning that bot. I appreciate that.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Well, I'm gonna be going there anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I just realized that there's a save
short
up there.
path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Just gonna save. Why not? Oh, damn. Oh. There are so many pages for save slots. How many are there? My god. You don't need this many save slots. Oh my god. He keeps going. Oh my god. You're doomed. Doomed, I say. My god. It just keeps going. I'm determined to find the end of this. You know, hang on. I got this. I got an auto clicker. Hold on. I have an auto clicker for this. Pick a location. You. And start. We got time. A book with no end. It sure seems like that. No, you're not dumb. I'm just very quispy. I'm just very quispy, Minty. I went to hang out with my girlfriend at the pool today. And stay out in the sun a little too long. Didn't apply enough sunscreen, and now I'm a quispy quitter. It just keeps going. I'll stop it after 1,000 though, if it even makes it that far. Maybe 2,000. We'll see. Excuse me. Sunburn, cause, yeah, out because Flareon was there. Used overheat on me. Oh, I became a fire type. My god, it's over 1,000 and still going. It really does have infinite pages. Well, technically that's not true, because if it did have infinite, it would crash the computer. Because infinite is not a number that you can calculate. Okay, stop. A. Ain't no way I stopped at 1337. That's elite gamer skills right there. Yeah, I became a Fennekin. Let's go. Oh my gosh, a Fennekin model? Tempting, but no. It's the never-ending story. I see what you did there, Ava. Anyway. Let's get back into the game, shall we? You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Hey! Jerk. I'm freaking cutting me off like that. What's wrong with you? Spams the save pages with just the one save.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Oh. This feels like a setup. I feel set up here. Where's our Coco with his toe beans? I still haven't gotten around to creating Coco yet. But I'll get around to it eventually, I promise. That it will happen. It will happen. It's gonna take some time.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. What if I just enter the basement without the blade? Yeah.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Or we could let her go. But I guess that would spell the end of the world. Darn. You had a cinnamon bagel, Xira? Oh man, I want a cinnamon bagel.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
No, it's your imagination.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Oh yeah. Oh, he took notice of that. Alright. I'm here to save you, or lie, I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. I like this. Yes, Wub, it's that dating sim. Yeah, just like how Doki Doki Literature Club was a dating sim. I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job, you've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Oh, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
You
Hi.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Seems like she's already broken one of the chains. I'm surprised she hasn't gotten this other one off yet.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone?
Yeah. Oh. She's like a 7 out of 10, at best.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Right. Personally, not my thing, but I do wish the best for the dev, considering the struggles they went through after launching it. What, this game? What do you mean by that? Oh, now I'm curious. Now I'm curious,
Hi.
Wub.
You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Well, I mean, it depends. Are you gonna end the world? Hold on. Let's get to know each other one-on-one.
Okay.
Hi there. Yes. Yeah, I'll stay with my rating of 7 out of 10. What's your name?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Yeah, that's already suspicious. Yep, time to slay her.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness.
No.
Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
No. No, that's already sus. You took time to answer that. That's sus. If you're locked in chains, and I ask you for your name, and you just say, you can address me as Your Royal Highness, that's already sus, and I'm gonna kill you.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Can you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Yeah, Princess is pretty sus. So, is Princess your name? Stop lying.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
No, I don't call anybody Princess. Only my girlfriend.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. The dev of this game is sad. People were mostly watching playthroughs and streams because apparently it resulted in the game's poor sales. It's quite a punch in the gut when you put so much effort. Yeah. Yikes. I mean, you can almost kind of say the same thing about Dan Salvato's Doki Doki Literature Club, because that game came out for free. And like, I don't know. It did pretty well from what I heard, or from what I remember. But like, that game was released for free, and then eventually we got Doki Doki Plus, which was sold for what was it sold for? Like $20, $30-ish dollars. I mean, I think it still did good, but like, I'm sad that this developer didn't make all that much money from that. That's upsetting.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
And the reason is?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
It's because you're into that kinky stuff, isn't it?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently gonna end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I like the world, I think. I have limited knowledge on that, but most of what I know is that the dev was heartbroken from people mostly watching playthroughs instead of experiencing the game for themselves. That being said, I do wish the best for them. Yeah. Yeah, it's upsetting, but I'm going through this completely blind. I haven't seen a single scrap of, like, anything beyond the trailer, so I'm curious to see what comes from it. How can you like the world from a basement in chains? I don't know. That's a different topic.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Oh, dang. How long were you down here?
How long has she been locked away?
Oh, no wonder you don't remember your name.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Deflect? What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
Dang.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
What I do doesn't really matter, right?
Well, I mean, it kind of does if you can end the world.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Yeah. But he did promise me a reward for killing you, so...
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
It is kind of weird when you think about it. Like, they locked the princess away. They even have the dagger to kill her upstairs, but they sent me to do it. Why? Narrator promise art, sunscreen, and food for killing you, so that's enough to convince me. No, but like, it is just kind of sus that we're just on our way to kill you. Like, you're locked up down here in the basement in chains, and there's just a dagger upstairs to kill you, but we have to do it? They need her gone and they need a scapegoat. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. They're all sus.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
How would you... okay, that's a lot of words you're throwing out there. What do you mean subjugating monarch? If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? That's a good question.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It has a lot to do with a lot of things. Because if you haven't eaten or drinking anything in like at least 3 days, you would be dead if you're a human. And if it's been more than 3 days, you're clearly going to end the world.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but
Hey!
I agree with the princess.
This is a very valid question, I think. This is a very valid question. Don't you...
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yeah. Ooh. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. That's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. Interesting. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do with you. Keep her locked away. Sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this and getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Examine the chains. I'm gonna pick this first option here. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I just stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Why? Is it because I'm here? Is it because of me? Well then, I'll just go up the stairs and get the knife done.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
If she's been locked up down here for a very long time, how has she not already found a way out? Like, even if we just, like, give her the bare minimum and say that she hasn't found a way out in, like, you know, 3 days or even a week. Like, how has she not already, like, tried to find a way out? Oh. I think I may try this game out and study its art style, practice drawing humans and all that. Yeah, the sketch art style is very nice. I like it a lot. I'm actually a big fan of sketches. I like me some sketch art.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
Yeah, right? Guess I'll just leave.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Oh, don't get all snarky with me.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Yeah, no, don't like that face. I'm getting the blade.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
This is gonna end poorly for me, isn't it?
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. Fine, turn your back on me, but it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Nope.
I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
Yeah,
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Too quiet.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Uh-oh. I think I might have goofed it.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Did it? I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we could start over? Yeah. There's gonna be gore and body horror in this game. Again, I warned you all. If you're still here, you're in this for the long haul. Yeah. Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
She's behind me.
Where is she?
Close the door behind me.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open. if you finish the job.
Well, snap. I'll wait.
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your best to patiently wait her out.
Yeah, I can wait.
But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in.
Wow, this sucks.
Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
You know, save. Keep waiting.
You wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers. You barely even realize that you've started to drift off. Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs.
Ow! Stab it!
There's nothing
Stab
to
it.
be done. You're already half gone.
But the...
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Darn it.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Beast. What?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If
I'm
you
sorry?
don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible... But hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, already. Awesome.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Oh, voice of the hunted. It's no longer the voice of the hero, it's the voice of the hunted.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Looked up how this game works, I know what's happening. Oh, keep it a secret then, I like learning things. Really love the music and how it changes according to the scenario, right? Like, cause in the previous chapter, it was like sort of somber and almost sorrowful in a way until the horror started happening. And now it's, in chapter 2, it's like already creepy vibes. It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I like eating it up. Yum.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Yeah.
We did our best with the information we were given, and yet you still died, didn't you? So, great, congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Alright, fine then.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Are we dipping into multiverse theory? Because I love dipping into multiverse theory. That stuff's fun.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Well, I locked the door. So, the princess is still trapped in the room.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Maybe.
All the more reason to keep our wits about us, should we even return to the cabin. We could find a safe little hole somewhere instead. You have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole. There's no escaping your responsibility here.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? Well, he's gonna give some snarky remark about just kill her then.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
And she killed me by ripping me to pieces. Don't get me wrong, I hated it, but how can someone like that end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Bro turned into Ben Shapiro there for a microsecond when he said hypothetical. In this purely hypothetical situation. That's funny. I like that. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Yeah, but I want to know the why. People locked her away. Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Oh, shut up.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
No.
It's just the way things are.
Nah, I hate prophecies. Always did. Prophecies suck. That means there's one determined path, and I don't like that.
Oh. I didn't know we were special.
Oh, shut up. Don't get all flustered by his words. Don't get all flustered. That's the voice of the hero. I see your game. I see you, game. Because you're special. Bro went with the chosen one trope.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Special can mean all sorts of things.
That was the voice of the
Don't let it make you careless. We need clear thoughts and pricked ears.
I was just swapping back between the voice of the hero and the voice of the hunted. Are they two different people, or are they voices inside my head? It's a voice inside my head. You're being a bit cagey. Why aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
A complication brings thought, and thought brings other solutions.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
No, I don't ever take people at their word. Because that's gotten me into trouble several times in the past.
You're afraid, aren't you? Just like us. Of course I'm afraid. Fear is an extremely normal thing to feel when the fate of the entire world is at stake. But that's not the only thing you're afraid of. You're scared of something worse. Stop projecting your neuroses onto me and just get to the cabin already. Great. Now,
That's
if you
all.
don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I mean, me personally, I would have kept pestering him until, like, he would eventually give in and just give me the information. That, or the narrator could kill me. I'm gonna save here. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh, now you give me a warning. As soon as I'm at the cabin, now you give me a warning. Cool, thanks. Great.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
I do not like this. I do not like this. Is it just its nature? Screw that.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Why do we have the voice of the hero and the voice of the hunted?
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about a mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Well, I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening, but if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important.
Yeah.
Or it's dangerous.
Could be. Only one way to find out.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
This whole cabin is different from last time.
Very different. I wonder why. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Not yet, at least. Remember, don't hesitate to kill her.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
I'm gonna approach them. Well, I'm going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Probably should have saved before I did that, but whatever. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Maybe the hero and the hunted are the game's own forms of your inner angel and devil, arguing which could be the right decision.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone.
Yeah, but we have a claw hand. What the heck? I thought it was weird that we had a claw as a pointer finger. Yeah, you want to hold that hand? I'll let you hold this hand. Enter the basement. Yeah, we scalies now.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral.
Hello? Yeah, it's my Axe body spray. Do you like it?
Impatient. Or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Unknowingly went with the lizard build before starting a new game. Yeah, I chose to be Dragonborn this time around.
The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Very peculiar. Because it's not the princess this time. It's whatever this thing is. The beast?
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
Yeah, it is not a princess I've ever seen.
She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
If she's a dragon, oh boy.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright.
Oh.
The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Where? Did you hear that clinking? She's in chains again. We're fine. I don't believe that we're fine. Those chains could just be loose. We don't have to kill each other, you know that, right?
There's a shift in the humid air, and something in the air. The princess lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured. I guess that's it then. Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
What do you mean by that?
You are in a dark and caustic place.
Ew.
A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
I'm not into Vor. This is not doing anything for me.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage. but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Your previous wounds. Wait. Wait a second. So I was alive before. So,
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that. That is a bad thing to do.
what do you mean? It was save. Could have asked me before swallowing me alive. Hey, Isode's back. Let's go. Yeah, this is fine. just been vored.
I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong triumph, and the weak submit or perish.
Spit me out or I'll kill myself and nobody gets to leave.
I'm so very, very patient. If it takes lives and lives and lives to swallow my way to freedom, then that is what I'll do.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
Dig with the steel claw.
Though you have little room to move, you use what strength you can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
Yeah, I'm sunburned because I actually sunburnt. Yeah, got real crispy hanging out at the pool with my golf line.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
As the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
Ew! Just nasty.
You can't hold me forever.
Ugh. Hey, Pancake, welcome back in. Dawn! Dawn, hello! Hi! Hi, Dawn. How's it going? Oh my god. Ew. It's nasty. Dig
You
again.
slice again, deeper, rooting through her meat with the tip of your blade, until at last it finds her beating heart. Will never truly exceed the limits of the flesh. Your vision finally begins to blur, your eyes clouding over as they melt in their sockets.
Ew, that's nasty.
What little air remains in this rancid stew of flesh and slippery organs is finally too foul to breathe, and your lungs mercifully give out before you have to suffer another burning, liquefying moment. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ice soup. My favorite. Ugh. Chapter 3, The Wild. So every time we die, we just...
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
Yeah. I've been assimilated. You've been assimilated. Resistance is futile. Thank you, Elven Sorcerer. Also, hello. Welcome in. I'm sunburnt, currently. And we're playing Slay the Princess. It's fun.
I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
So you clearly know that there were alternate timelines, and you were just lying to me in the second one.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up! The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Thought it was a big blush at first. Yeah, no, I am so sunburnt. It's bad.
That's just because she devoured us and we dissolved away. We don't even exist as a body anymore.
Oh. Voice of the broken. So the voice of the hero, the hunted, and now the broken.
We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
Yeah, something like that. The fact that this is the same music as Big Sis, I find that very interesting. I don't know what that is. I've been blind to this game this whole time. What's going on? We were trying to slay a princess. We walked through some woods, failed to kill her the first time because we didn't bring the knife with us, and failed to kill her a second time through the woods, and she ate us. And now we're here for the third time. So, and it's not a repeating day. It's just more we're in, I guess, a different world?
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
I guess that's it then. This is us now. We're the woods. Okay.
This thing watching us, what is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. Well, you're still watching, but yeah.
That's not an answer to our question.
Yeah. How many routes have you gone through? This is my first time going through it. I've never played this game before in my life. I haven't seen anything past the trailer. I've stayed blind to this game. Excuse me.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other. and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
Excuse me.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
Somehow went down a route where you don't meet her. Oh my goodness, have fun. Okay. I mean, I already am.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
How so? Okay, let's say I want to stop her. What do I do? I feel like I can't do much of anything right now. Why should anyone do anything right now? This is fine. I like being this. I like these answers. They're great. Ugh, excuse me. Whatever we are right now is an abomination, and I want out. Why are you being nice to me? Aren't you a monster? Didn't you eat me?
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Okay.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now?
I don't like this.
So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
I can feel a thumping, a heartbeat, like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
Yeah, I'm just gonna save. Gaze at the terror in your heart. Sure, why not?
Please, don't make us remember how I was.
And just like that, you start to fall apart.
Huh?
I can remember it now. I didn't like being eaten.
Yeah. I did not like being bored. Not good.
I'd forgotten how much it burned. And the air was so hard to breathe. She didn't care. She didn't care at all. As you remember the terror and pain you felt at the hands of the princess, you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be. I don't like this. It's better for us to be the woods. I don't want to go back.
Well, too bad. We're going back.
No,
we have to go back.
I devoured you! I won! I put things back the way they were supposed to be!
Some division, when sown, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were.
Yeah.
A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole.
Huh?
And then you find yourself, blade in hand, exactly where you need to be. At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
I feel empty, don't you?
No.
We're just like her. And she's just like us. We never should have left her. I feel safe. She isn't dangerous anymore. We could leave her. We could both live. Do we have to do this? You have to. You know you have to.
Never wanted to kill you, not really. but we can't be the same thing as each other. I had to put an end to whatever happened to us and cut her free. No. No, I think at this point we just slay the princess.
Raise the blade, taking aim at her heart. And then you strike.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, that's it, I'm stabbing you in the heart.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Ew. Ugh. Eh? But you never see her die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. The mirror.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. Narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's just a mirror. It's not that awful.
Let's just stay still. I feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious?
A little bit. Narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here. Figures the world would end and leave us with all of this nothing.
No, stop being so emo.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. That thing reeks of death. I don't want to look at us.
Yeah, well, approach the mirror anyway.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh, it's you. Yeah, it's me. The body. What am I even? You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Dude, there's no more cabin left. Alright. Oh my god. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me
Ew.
in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're a bird, I think? Oh, yeah. Dude, we could be Howl right now. Big sis? This is Big sis? What's that even mean? I don't get it. Oh, Pancake, you gotta go? Oh, okay. Or Chimera, even? Maybe. We'll see. What are you?
I am solitary lights
Ugh.
in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
I still don't know what's happening. This is kind of making me sick to the stomach a little bit. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's a fair point. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I mean, it kinda matters. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Okay then. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Let her out of there?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Gonna save. So what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Somehow I don't buy that, but alright.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
An hour and 30-minute mark, don't forget to hydrate. Yeah. I unfortunately don't have anything to hydrate myself with. At the moment.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Unacceptable condition. All right, I'll save right here, or I'll pause it right here, and go get something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. I have returned. Yeah, and I brought some water. We haven't won yet, I don't think. We're just kind of talking to this thing. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. Do I like Big Sis? I mean, I can't really say one way or another if I like her. Just kind of unsure. Unsure comes to mind, Dawn. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
For some reason, I'm just really hungry right now. Kinda hungry. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Get some pancakes? I would love some pancakes right about now. Save. So if I just have her make me forget, is that just gonna erase all my save files? What if I don't?
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
It doesn't erase your saves? Okay.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Haven't finished the game, far from it. You're saying you're hungry in that context makes me imagine an action comedy series where a knight in a medieval fantasy world live streams his adventure, saying stupid stuff throughout.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
I like that. That's good. Hand-drawn, because this is all hand-drawn.
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh. The game crashed. Well, I think it was meant to do that. Alright then.
You have returned to me.
Oh?
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Wow. So this is literally just an attempt to outwait your destiny. Okay, so this is basically, like the Monica of this game. Kinda, sorta. Where she basically just sits and waits for you for basically forever. She told you she's willing to wait and she means it, ready to return. I mean, I guess. I only have the one option anyway. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Well, darn. Back to chapter 1. Bring the wounded wild
You're on
to
a
her.
path in the woods, and at the end of that
The real
path
Slay the Princess
is a
starts
cabin.
here.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Sort of. Basically, I have a theory as to what she is specifically, but it contains spoilers, and I can't do that. Yeah, save the spoilers for later. But I'm definitely getting into this game.
You're here
It's
to
good.
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Note, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting Tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. Gotcha. So, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution.
That's the spirit.
Sure. I'm just gonna try and kill her.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Just do the thing.
You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. Alright, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Correct. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're just gonna
The door
kill
to
the
the basement
princess.
creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
This is different. Why is this different?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Oh, shut up. We'll be fine.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yes.
Focus on the task at hand.
You made a different choice. Correct. Every single choice you make matters. Every one. Oh. Yeah, gotcha.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah. What? No way. Why would you even think that? What do you say?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
No.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, it's not very becoming of a hero to kill someone in cold blood. Nah, tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Oh, yeah?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? You sure she's not unarmed? Nah. Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Dang it.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Bro, you suck.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer.
Ow.
You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was fighting Princess Fiona.
We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
Yeah, I win.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
Blech.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No, I've seen what happens.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
So no matter what, we just die. Chapter 2, the adversary?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So last time it was the beast. Everyone out here fighting, I'm like, what if we become friends and have soft tacos? We'll have soft tacos later. Yeah. Well, burritos, because it's breakfast time for me. But yeah, we'll have soft tacos later.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hey, what? Hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Trying to hit tab.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us.
Oh,
The
voice
only
of the
thing that
stubborn
matters
now.
is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Well, I don't know about winning.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
So, depending on the choices that you make, it shapes the voice of the person who dies and comes back. Or the voice of the person that you're currently playing as.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
What do you mean I didn't listen to you? I followed your instructions to the letter, slay the princess.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I will always spare, words are a weapon. True.
Had you failed to slay the princess,
That's how I play Undertale.
what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
Shut up, stubborn.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
You would be surprised about what you can do in a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Very fascinating.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Ooh.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
So depending on who the voice is as well, like, it also changes the setting. Crystal, like in my femboy form.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
Shut up, stubborn. I care, and I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
At this point, I trust her because this narrator getting us killed for real. Honestly, yeah. It just seems like we just keep dying over and over, no matter what.
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Yes, Kate, trust her. Obviously trust her. Approach the mirror. We won't take the blade this time. See what happens.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach
Yep,
forward
and then it's
and
gone.
rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second
Lick
ago.
it.
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Alright, let's do this.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally! It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Okay, stubborn.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Stubborn taking me out. Yeah.
As you descend
Oh.
the final step, the form of the princess
Mommy?
comes into
What?
view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Sorry, but I'm definitely not killing her now. Yeah, I know. I'm having second thoughts too, Xira. Emmy! Hello, Emmy. Good to see you again.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
She looks like the stepping type. Right. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
You cannot truly beat FNAF World without defeating the rainbow. I know, but that rainbow is hard. And also, I don't have any of the guys that I need to beat her. Because beating Chica's Magic Rainbow is gonna be a rage game that I will save for another day. Yeah, hey, Emmy. It's always good to see you.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Yeah, that's a parallel universes, not multi-universe. Multiverse. You look different.
You look exactly the same.
So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Narrator says it's a fluke, but she says you brought your knife again. Yeah, so she and I definitely remember the parallel universes. Excuse me. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
How?
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
You know that bubble breath stops your party's health from draining? Yeah, I know, but I only have like one person who does that, and I still don't have Nightmare Balloon Boy in my party, so it's just gonna have to wait for another day. She needs head pats. Are we Sans from Undertale? Are we Snass Undertale? No. Maybe. Yeah, I do have Nightmare on.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Nah, I'll fight you. Attack the princess.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap,
gotcha.
your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. Unfazed by your onslaught, her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Ow.
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Never back down. Never surrender.
Don't let her get in your head.
For Narnia!
Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us.
Hesitate.
Take it slow. Think it through. Don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Alright then, bet. Strike at her heart, head on.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan. Push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more.
Hiya!
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum. Your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm.
Ew.
She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Sure we can. Keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
This is so good.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
What if I lie? And say I did.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here.
Don't you all get it? The fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight.
And look at us. We're both so much stronger than we were last time. Think about how much more we can become. Nothing is better than this.
If I started hearing voices in Voices fight in my brain. I would just go to a therapist, not kill a weirdo princess. Honestly, yeah.
She's right. Imagine how much further we can push each other. Imagine how strong we can be.
I warned you on the stairs, and I'll warn you again. Don't get caught up in emotion. Remember why you're here.
I hate using words. They're so clumsy.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
Ew. Yucky.
We're fine. But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
That's hot.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet.
Aren't you jumping the gun a little here? We each died once. That doesn't mean we're immortal. Were you being metaphorical? Were you being metaphorical when you said that nothing exists outside of us? There's more to the world than just this cabin. I saw trees and everything on my way here. Don't you want to be free though? Isn't there more to life than waking up chained in a basement and fighting to the death in an endless loop? Actually, I think I'm done fighting you. I don't think this is healthy for either of us. Did I save? I'll save again. Go at it again.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead?
Yep.
Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
Lovely.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Get up?
Wait, no, that can't be right.
What?
Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Huh.
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
Well, you are the voice of the stubborn.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Oh my god.
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
Stubborn kind of cracked. I love that. Right?
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Alright then.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again!
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything?
Yeah, aren't you the narrator?
I never said I knew everything.
Well, you kind of suck then. Close to untethering. What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that. But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to mean? I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that.
How much power are you thinking the narrator has now? Dude, I think it literally is just a voice in my head.
Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What?
Princess can't die. Princess can't die. Princess can't die. You mean the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've all thought that one. Princess can't die. Princess can't die. I'm not going to say the princess can't die. I'm not even going to think it. The princess can't die. The princess can't die. Princess can't die. Princess can't die. Princess can't die. I think we need to choose the lie. Princess can die.
But you did think it, didn't you?
That which cannot die cannot die.
I tried very hard to make this work.
Need that narrator to meet the Stanley Parable narrator. Honestly, they would get along great.
I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it? Yes, like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
What? You what?
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
But I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right? No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world?
Yeah, what if we just talk things out?
You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling? Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this?
He really needs to meet the TSPA or narrator ASAP. Hey, Shadows, welcome back in. Yeah, don't mind the red on me. I'm sunburned. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're just fighting a demon version of the princess now.
Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you.
It's time.
Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out. I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Just join your adversary.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing.
Don't like this.
You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Slay the princess.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows.
Ugh.
Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than
Aye,
not,
she
each
does
of
step
you
on
fells
us,
the
nice.
other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
How polite of her to stand there for seemingly minutes as the main character has an internal battle with multiple voices. Yeah, honestly, she's very accommodating. For somebody who wants to kill us back and keep fighting us, like, she's very accommodating.
We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, okay, it is the sunburn. But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone. Wow.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
Are you sure about that?
Oh. The princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so tired.
Oh. Oh, there she goes. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Screw that! This can't be the end, it just can't!
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection.
How do you do?
Jesus. Hi.
How do you do?
Oh my gosh. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. What do you mean I've grown? Am I getting bigger? You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
Victory screech!
I guess victory screech. We win again. If this is a game set in a time loop, I do quite like it. Always ends with the end of the world specifically. The world-ending time loops are quite a rare scenario in my opinion. Yeah. Huh. Oh, there she is again. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty
Oh.
cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yeah, she's no longer tree lady. Now she's the demon lady. She's the demon princess now.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Yeah. Sure. Hey, Brittany B. Hello. Welcome into the chat. How's it going? I'm currently sunburnt right now. This is not blush. This is not stylistic choice. I'm actually sunburnt IRL. So I decided to reflect that in my character. But yeah, we're playing Slay the Princess. Also, am I too close to the mic? I'm too close to the mic. I'm sorry. Apologies. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry.
No, you can't do that.
Difficult for me.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's Juneteenth. You're not allowed a straight answer.
If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Gives me strange Coraline vibes? Really?
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. It feels correct.
Oh, whoops.
This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. My bad. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, we're going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. Yeah, well, you definitely haven't tried to get me killed. Or tried to kill me, in particular. So, there's that.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Hello, Adler. Welcome into the stream. What do you want me to bring to you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Interesting. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean,
Oops. If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
I will transcend in due time, and there is no way forward but to contribute to my awakening.
We will save. And go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Jesus. Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the adversary to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
Alright.
And
Killing the
Does
princess
it?
seems kind of bad, though. Can someone else do this?
unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I'm leaving. Look, no. I'm just gonna leave. Screw this.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nah. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk the opposite direction. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Nah, I think
That's
I trust the
strange.
hero more, actually.
It looks like this path
But
also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
then turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
No, I don't want to.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Maybe it's Big Sis. Maybe it's Big Sis again. This game seems very emotional. It does. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I'll start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm just gonna keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I don't care. My choice.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers in every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Why do I feel like Elizabeth in BioShock Infinite. I'm seeing houses.
Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yeah, a narrator needs to chill. Seriously, dude. The stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
The contrarian? Alright, cool.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now. I'm definitely gonna slay that princess. If I can't run away from the cabin, I'm just gonna stay here in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Duh. Right. Ugh. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to...
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't
cabin
believe
is
a
pulling
word she
you.
says.
It's a lie.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
He's being a contrarian.
Let's keep an open mind.
Oh. Proceeding to the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, I don't like that.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Yeah, honestly.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Yeah, this is pretty weird. Don't like it.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
It is pretty stressful looking at all of this, I'll be honest.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
But the mirror, though.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, very fun.
You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
I also want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening, but if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes, there is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Contrarian my spirit animal, for real.
So we're all
Honestly.
in agreement then. We're looking.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Which is ourselves, because we look hideous, apparently. Playing mind tricks, is it? Yeah, it sure seems that way, Adler. Or Alder, I'm sorry. Narrator has no chill. Alright. Just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Oh.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere.
Ah, I
let
forgot
alone
to save.
down.
Darn it.
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Ugh.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Yeah, it would be terrible to be lost down here.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right. Okay, we're definitely safe in here. Soft stairs.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
I mean, I'm down with it.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
You go for a nap. Oh.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Oh, that's
Consumption
clever.
and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Hello?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Shut up, Contrarian.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to...
Oh, whoops. He's just being an ass. We remember, though. I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try to get our bearings. She seems... normal. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
Oh, it's nice to see that face again.
Warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
How strange.
Oh.
So, why are you here?
Oh, I hate that.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
What's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Princess.
For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason. Do you know why you're here?
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen, or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger.
Oh,
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
no. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
Now let's continue down this path. Let's do this. I'm with the Contrarian on this one. I want to see what happens.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
No, that's the fun of it.
Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought they would
Jesus.
send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up,
I will devour you.
Alrighty then.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
we're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
I'm gonna try getting you out of here.
Wait, that's not right.
Wait, yeah. Well, it gave me all the options.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different.
Oh.
You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Oh.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to perish alone.
Huh?
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
This is a lot happening right now.
But this...
Yeah.
We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all...
Before it all
falls
what? Oh. Ugh.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others,
they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
Think I'll head out now. I wish you an amazing day. Oh. Well, thank you for stopping by, Alder. I appreciate it.
we can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's gonna be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No, you just destroyed everything. I'm not gonna fix you or say nothing. I'll do my best. Oh. Never mind. When everything is possible, nothing is. The illusion of choice. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. You're not messing with us, right?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ugh! The decay. You've withered. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reach, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Dang. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. Or, if anything, makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we finish?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
I'm ready to go back. But first I'll save.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Spiral vessel. Bring the stranger to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
And at the end of that path is a cabin, and in that cabin is a princess. Very interesting. I'm definitely enjoying what we have here. Like, this is very, very interesting. Excuse me. But I think that's gonna be about it right about now, because I'm hungry. And I need to go eat something. And I also need to take care of the sunburn again. So, yeah, that's gonna be about it for now. Are you sure to quit? Yeah. Gotta find... There we go. Had to find my mouse because it disappeared when I clicked off screen. Anyway. That's gonna be about it for now. So, that's our first part into Slay the Princess. Oh my god, there's 75 achievements for this. Holy crap. Dang. Very interesting. But I'm definitely getting into it, for sure. But, yeah, that's gonna be about it for now. So, I'm gonna get off, put some aloe vera on. Gonna go buy avocados. Oh, yeah? Nice. Yeah. I'm also gonna go eat something because I'm hungry. I'm a hungry, crispy boy. But, yeah, that's gonna be about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and definitely the bell button if you're on YouTube. Or if you're on Twitch, hit that follow button and ring the bell so that you're never, ever not notified of ever missing a stream ever again. That was weird. Let me do that one more time. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're hitting that bell button so that you're notified of whenever I go live. And, excuse me. And, if you'd like to support me outside, Twitch and YouTube, there's always, buy me a coffee link right there, where you can where you can donate however many coffees you'd like, or you can go to the Patreon and subscribe for as little as $1 a month. It's not mandatory for watching the stream, it's just a little something extra, cause Twitch and YouTube are being a bit stingy. There's also the community Discord that we have down below. You can hop in and excuse me. You can hop in. You can suggest new games for me to play. You can show me some tips or tricks in different games that I've played. You can post fan art there, or you could just meme and have fun in the chat. Up to you. But that's going to be about it for me. So thank you again for watching. And I will see you guys on Friday for some more Dragon's Dogma. So, see you then. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. I'm gonna go take care of the sunburn because it's really itching now. But yeah. Bye, everybody. Enjoyed the stream. Have a great day. You too, Kate. Bye, Ava. Bye, Xira. Bye, Evan Sorcerer. And bye, Brittany. See ya.